We're getting a new event starting today until the July 18th, and we will be able to get a new tank, or just basically we will get some free tanks on the one hand and the option of getting a free tier 8 medium tank. More about that in this video. So before we're starting, what is the event actually about? The event is about grinding damage. Depending on your performance in the game, you will either get one of two missions. One will be to deal 50,000 damage and the other one will be for 350,000 damage. That's quite a bit more, but you also get some better rewards for that. You do get some stuff as you proceed with the damage, and also as a top reward then you will get one for the smaller mission or two crates for the TSL-7 Defender tank, which is a new Defender premium tank or collector tank of the Blitz Nation tech tree. So of course the TSL is a Defender, as I just mentioned, so that means that it does look phenomenal. I really love the looks of these Defender tanks, first of all, and also this one especially looks great. But of course we're here about the gameplay, and that's what I'm mostly focusing on. The TSL Defender is not based on any tech tree tank as most other Defenders or premium tanks are. This one is just kind of standing out in that regard. It does have a decently armored turret and also hull, which is not all too reliable, though if the enemies switch to the premium ammunition, especially the higher pen premium or the higher pen tanks, if they go for calibrated shells as well or just premium ammunition, they will just butter through you. But still, most people don't do so, they just shoot AP, and therefore you are decently well armored and you can expect to bounce a lot of shells. As you do have an autoloader gun with a nice accuracy as well, you will be able to outtrade many enemies if you are using the tank in a clever way. For that, all you have to do is play hull down, and that means you just only show your turret and not much else of your tank, and you are having 225 alpha damage on the AP, so that is actually enough for outtrading the enemies with 3 shots. Just keep in mind you're only having 3 seconds of interclip, which isn't all too great to be honest, but still it is fine because you can just kind of safely sit in front of the enemies and put out 3 shots in a row with a nice accuracy that works quite well. The mobility isn't really outstanding, but still it is definitely good enough for a medium tank, and I think with the armor, the accuracy and also mobility package, you're having something that is definitely very capable. There is a very close competitor with a Defender MK1, but that one does have lower alpha damage of only 190 and 4 shells instead of the 3, so you're having to expose more, yet the turret is better armored on that one. So maybe if you do have that one, then the new one isn't all that great to you maybe, but still I think it's definitely worth going for, especially if you do get your hands on it for free. The crates, by the way, do have a 5% probability of getting you the tank, and you can also purchase them on the shop as of right now. Maybe a quick look at the consumables and stuff. You do not have any special consumables on this tank, just the standard stuff, so I'll just go for the speed boost as typical on autoloaders. Also, there are no special provisions here, nothing to worry about, so just go for your standard stuff. Equipment, I'm also going for my standard equipment setup here. No calibrated shells for me, because also the premium ammunition of this tank is APCR, which does not get affected by the premium or by the calibrated shells all too much. So I rather pick the ventilation system, which does grant me a lot more for the overall performance of this tank. For the playstyle, I highly recommend you just play around with it a little bit more in terms of just thinking about where you can put out your clip and don't only put out single shots. So try to get into some spots to sneak around a little bit and try to find an enemy that you can put in 3 shots in a row. And if you do not manage to put out more than 2 or 1, then maybe you just go for the reload and relocate. Again, that's the main strength of an autoloader, to not only trade 1-on-1, because for that the alpha damage is too low anyways. But if you do manage to put out 3 shots for taking 1 in return or bouncing the enemies even, then you do have a very strong tank with this one as well. Still, I kind of think this one is rather middle field of tier 8, maybe slightly better. It's quite nice to have, actually not the most outstanding one, but I will definitely take the challenge of grinding this one as well. I wish you good luck with the grind. Thanks for watching. See you soon.